fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age. Show money that I don't have, there's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook live dream. If they post a pic of me eating clean, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports car, you know that it's a fake. Got my love loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing too. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you're gonna get. I had a post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied, cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion, but in reality it's a psych, cause I got a demotion.
Call me the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age. Show money that I don't have, there's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living a fake Facebook live dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily, that ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can. That's right, pal. You messed up. There's no fixing it this time.
Klomp, what's wrong now?
I'm watching Schools Out and I can't believe what Joey and Tessa did to Caitlin. I can't.
Can you not give this a rest? You've been going on about this since 1992 already.
I can't get past it.
Thanks for the support, Klomp. But I think you need to get past this.
Caitlin? All right, there he is, Mr. Kinsman.
Hey, how you doing there, Mr. Klomp? Another day, another dollar, or as my dad used to say and does, a few nickels to rub together.
I don't know if you made $1 today, Kinsman. I think you just sat on your couch. But do you know on Thursday we have Stacey Mistician on the show? She played Caitlin Ryan in the original Degrassi. Okay, I'm not talking Drake Degrassi. I'm talking Degrassi, Joey, and Caitlin. And if you're like me in your 40s and you grew up with Degrassi, I got a ton of questions for her. Why she was with this Joey guy? There was many other suitors. This Joey guy was a real character, and she's going to talk about the show. And they're still touring the original cast. They're still
touring, and they also have an auction coming up on Friday. So she'll talk about that, obviously, on Thursday's show. And you just might be able to pick up some nostalgia from way back. The original Degrassi Junior High. Can't wait to see Caitlin. I still call her by her character name.
Yeah,
Caitlin coming up. Stacey will join us.
I asked her that, and and she gets that all the time because those characters are really iconic. Especially 2.5 to 3 million people watched the finale of Degrassi High in '92, and I used to have the VHS. I've seen that movie like about 50 times, Kinsman. So I'm going to be pretty excited that night, to be honest with you.
You're going to be fanning it on Thursday night. It's going to be hard to keep you in check for the show. You're going to be a gaga over Caitlin. She was probably one of your crushes back on the show.
Oh, Kinsman, no, my crush. That's yours, Kinsman.
Is that mine?
Well, that's what I told her. No, I don't know, man, but I love every character on that show there. I am still a big Degrassi fan and all generations of it, but the original is still the best for me.
Going to be a good show, and we can't wait for that Thursday night. Can't wait for tonight's show, and we're going to be chatting everything there is to chat about Midtown Bowl. We've got Al Paquette and Nat Gamache Berry joining us in just a few minutes. And again, we can't thank our sponsors enough. Without sponsors, we just can't do this every single night. So a big thanks to they're up on our screen. You're going to see their banners on our show. Pads Canine Protection and Detection Services, Timmins RV, Casada Burritos and Tacos, the newest restaurant here in the town of in the city of Timmins, and the Surge. And a big thanks to Link North and Pitch, who we're going to be doing the judging for Pitch 2021, which is kind of exciting.
Yeah, it's like the Dragon's Den Timmins style. So 3 entrepreneurs are going to have their chance to pitch their business idea, and someone's going to walk away with $5,000. And we are the host. You got the hair like Ryan Seacrest, so you're going to fit right in there.
I think I will. We're gonna have to get some good duds, though. What are we gonna be wearing? Right, suits, ties. Do we do this casually? I think if we show up in suits, we're gonna make all the people presenting their businesses very uncomfortable. We have to go in there casual, let them feel at ease, and promote their business.
I think they're dressing us that night, from what I heard, Kinsman. They got polos made or something, so like that. Nice. So you don't have to worry about it. You just got to shower and show up with something on it, and they'll fix you up. So, welcome to the show. Before we bring on our guests, Kinsman, I always say you're cheap because sometimes you don't give away prizes, but you're really coming through. And
you know who's coming through tonight? Our good friends at Rock on the River, Timmins Events and Timmins Festivals and Events Committee. Yeah. Norm and the crew, Johnny O, everybody throwing in some tickets between now and the weekend, October 1st and 2nd. Mm-hmm. You can't throw a concert together in record time unless you are the crew from TFEC. And we have tickets to give away on tonight's show. All you have to do is comment. You can chat with Nat Gamache Berry and Al Paquette. Say hello to us. Say where you're watching the show from, and say that you want to go to Rock on the River, and you just might go on the Friday night. Yeah. Friday night is it is going to be one heck of a show. And again, you can't beat a concert like this. Looking for the Arkells, July Talk, the Beaches, even Pulse of Bulge is in the lineup, and that's what your Friday night tickets will be worth tonight. And again, we'll hook up someone with those tickets at the end of the show with our new snazzy prize awarding machine.
Yes, so all you got to do is comment on the show. We actually have 16 tickets to Rock on the River Reconnect that we're going to be giving away between now and the start of the concert. So tonight is the first night we're going to give away 2 general admissions to the Friday show. All you have to do is comment. And we got this fancy machine at the end, and we're going to give someone a prize. That's simple, eh, pal?
The luck of the draw. And again, that's what it is. It's a live draw. You'll be able to watch it at the end of the show. And whoever it picks, we will get in touch with that winner after tonight's show and hook you up with your digital tickets. That's how fancy things are. And they are over at TFEC. It's all digitally done. We'll email you the tickets and get you in touch. That Friday night again. Rock of the River. This is going to save you a few bucks.
Mark Kinsman, you look thin today. Wow, that's from Sheila. You looking good. You were working out today, pal, or what?
I'm looking thin today. Yeah. I don't know. Could be the backdrop. I'm wearing black. They say black's thinning. Maybe. I don't know.
Martin
did I eat lunch? I'm just trying to think what I was doing here today.
Martin says you got a haircut.
That's Right.
Is that true or what? Did you get another haircut?
No,
you get
no,
a haircut
no.
every week, you.
No, every once in a while. It's the bonus of having my boys. Their mother is a licensed hairdresser, so I do get to slip in under the COVID wire when it was tough to get a haircut. I was still able to get one.
All right, there, Kinsman. I'm just making sure I'm popping up the comments. Everyone that is joining us, and
Yes.
hello to everyone.
Hello, Chantel.
Midtown Bowl, absolutely. We love Midtown Bowl.
Yes, we do. My boys love Midtown Bowl a heck of a lot. When we go there, it's amazing when you live through these hobbies through the eyes of your youngsters. It's so much fun. And again, I can actually use the ramp and get away with it.
Never mind that youngsters.
The cheating ramp.
Hey, never mind that. Yeah, you bring me to Midtown Bowl, I'm cleaning the floor with you, pal. Okay, youngsters. You can go and beat your kids and feel good, but you go up against. I'm a pretty good 5-pin bowler, you know.
You're very competitive.
I don't know. I'm not. I just like to go with that. But can we win the tickets? No, we cannot win the tickets. But
Ryan, you can. Awesome. Tammy is now in simply by all these comments popping up there. Melissa's now in with hi, guys. Allison's in. I bowled on league. I'll go back to Allison's comment there. There she is. She bowled on a league for many years as a kid. Nat is awesome. Yes, we'd have to agree. Nat is very awesome. Kelly says, great giveaway. Yes, Rock on the River. Hasn't been around in a year. It's nice to see their 5th year is going to be happening, in a couple of weeks' time. And again, the crew from TFAC, give them, they only had a few weeks. The government said, here's your $250,000 grant, which is great, but they put an expiration date on it. So, yeah, they were thinking, you know what? No one's going to plan a concert in 4 weeks. We're going to get our money back. No, TFAC is going to spend the $250,000 on this year's concert, which is happening. And again, we're going to get you there. So there you go, government. We beat you.
Benji says if he wins, he's going to re-gift because Benji's like us. He's going to be working. Like we're going to be hosting. The full beer crew is going to be there serving their beers. So he's going to re-gift if he wins.
He's going to re-gift.
Mark should try the man bun.
No man bun here. No, you get experimented on, Mark. Do I?
There we go. All right, Al. So there are tons of comments. We'll pop them up, but I do want to bring our guests on. We got Nat and Al Paquette. Do you think you can beat either of them in bowling or what?
Probably not. It's probably similar to when you're at the Hollinger Mini Putt with Don Marcoux. He knows all the ins and outs of the golfing mini putt courses. When it comes to bowling, Nat probably knows every inch of this place, and so does Al.
It definitely sounds like we got the bowling alley action on in the background. How are things going, Nat and Al?
Things are good, guys. How about you guys? Thanks for having us on tonight.
Yeah, no problem. So right off the bat, maybe we'll ask Al. Kinsman and I come and we bowl 3 games of 5-pin. Who do you think takes it? Best of 3.
I don't know. I've been here a long time, but the few times that I've come here, I've actually seen Mark and his kids out a little bit more often than I've seen Jamie and his family out here. So I'll give the edge to Mark just because I've seen it out here more. So I think he's had more practice. So I'm going to give the edge to Mark.
That's right.
Look at your face, Kinsman, all smiling and bragging. And how are you doing tonight, Nat?
Hi, good. I'm great. Thanks, guys.
Good. How long? My first question, I guess, for Nat is the history of Midtown Bowl. How long has it been in the community for?
This building has been here since 1964, I believe.
1964. And has it always been a 5-pin lane?
Always, yeah.
Always been a 5-pin lane, and it's really good. Like, to me, it's one of the best entertainment things to do, to bring your family out, your friends, and join a league. You go to the bowling alley and no one's sad, no one's moody, no one's like in a bad mood. Like when you see people bowl a little bit of frustration because it could be competitive, but really people are there to have a good time. Correct?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Right.
Everybody comes in happy.
but
they get all competitive like Klomp does, Klomp will even try to beat his own kids, right? That's the competitive nature in Klomp. But yes, everybody goes to have a good time, and usually it's when the games are done, you're like, oh geez, do we have to go already? You want to you know what, you want to just keep playing multiple games, and that's why you keep coming back. Midtown Bowl, one of the greatest staples of fun right here in the city.
Yeah.
I'm a competitive bowler, and I have a 13-year-old that started bowling or has been bowling for the past 5-6 years, and she's starting to be a little bit better and better as she moves on. So I'm getting to the point where I might not want to bowl with her anymore because she's going to start beating me. And I think
Al?
Nat might feel the same way, because I'm sure she's going to chime in right now because her daughter's becoming a little bit of a superstar in town here as well. So, but Nat was also a prolific bowler, several years ago, unfortunately.
Al, your daughter's 15.
Yeah. What did I say?
You said 13.
Well, she's 14. You know why I said 13 is because we're talking about Michelle's daughter earlier. Anyway, sorry. Side note.
Yeah.
But yeah, my daughter is going to be 15 at the end of the month. So yeah, she's getting older. She's getting better. And at the end of the day, she's making dad getting a lot of gray hairs because she's going to become a better bowler than I am soon.
So I think
I'm already there.
I think Nat's signal is a little choppy. Maybe I'll give her a second to get that adjusted. It might just be, or it may not be on data on your phone. But in the meantime, I'll ask Al a question. So obviously, very difficult. Nat, of course, running the bowling alley, and Al, you're very much involved. Very difficult the last year and a half. Closed the majority of the time. No revenue coming in, very difficult for many businesses, especially the bowling alley. So are things back in gear now that the restrictions have loosened up a bit? And what can we look forward to starting in the fall of 2021?
Yeah, well, that's kind of why I reached out to you guys, because, just talking with Nat, I think we just discussed earlier, 170 some days over her last fiscal year where she was actually closed. So, no business coming in, unfortunately, due to COVID and her being in that kind of the recreational activity part of the government closures, or the phases, I guess you can say, similar to gyms and other businesses that have to stay closed. There was no option for her to. You can't do bowling via takeout. You can't do bowling online, right? It's all something that has to be done in person. So she's one of those businesses that was affected, just like so many others, of course, across the country. But bowling was one that was definitely hard hit because it was basically lights out for 170 days, almost half the year. So that's why I reached out to you guys. Obviously, things are ramping back up. Our bowling season for leagues and such run from September to April, usually maybe beginning of May. So that's why I reached out. I said it'd be a good time to give Nat some publicity and just let everybody know, using your platform, that, bowling's back up and running. Leagues, I believe, started last week, but it's never too late to register. Nat, I don't know if she can chime in now, but obviously she might be able to go over a bit of the leagues. But there's basically a league that runs almost every night, and it doesn't matter if you're, I think her ad says you can be 3 years old up to 95 years old, right? So it's really open to everybody. So we have a great youth program, one of the biggest ones in Northern Ontario. We have one of the biggest bowling alleys in Northern Ontario. We host provincial tournaments. We host zone tournaments. So that's kind of why I wanted Nat to kind of chime in a little bit on the leagues and on the days and stuff like that, so people can be aware of what's available out there, because everybody, especially up north here, a lot of shift work and stuff like that. A lot of people, might not be able to, commit and stuff like that, but there's a lot of different things that are available out there that might fit their schedule that they might not be aware of. So that's why I figured Nat can kind of elaborate on that. And then I'm just a competitive bowler. I don't own the bowling alley. I don't work here. I'm just a diehard bowler, and I'm a competitive bowler. And I want to just shed some light a little bit on the competitive side, that we have a lot of local talent here in Timmins that's competing on a national scale. So I just wanted to shed some light on that, maybe towards the end, once Nat goes over her spiel for, maybe go over a little bit of her leagues and her youth program.
Yeah, and before we want to say lots of things about Nat, but you can see the comments coming in. Nat is very highly regarded in this community. We know personally, even though Midtown Bowl hasn't had an opportunity to generate much revenue at all, closures, Nat's always supported this show. Supported us 100% in many different things, and we know from like the children that go there, the teams, the Special Olympics, no matter what group that comes in there, Nat and her team always make people feel welcome and make sure they have fun and very highly regarded in this community. So we wanted to personally thank you tonight, Nat, too, because you've always stood behind us. So we definitely wanted to say that. And we are very excited to hear what's happening in Midtown Bowl. Maybe me and Kinsman can get on one of these teams, and I'll show Al that he's wrong.
Well, that's it. So one of the comments from Amber says she misses the good old days with the Glowing Bowl, which is now Rockin' Bowl, and that still happens at Midtown Bowl. What nights are the Rockin' Bowl?
Hi guys. First, I need so many more bowlers like Al. He's just phenomenal. And to touch on Al, he was bowling since 4, I think, Al, From 4, he's been
31 years now.
Yeah, he's been. You went to nationals for bowling, Al? Did you?
Yeah.
For YBC?
Not as a youth. No, I went to one youth challenge nationals in Hamilton.
Yeah, and he coached a team at nationals of kids, and he's been to national adult tournaments and now running tournaments. So, I mean, he said he's a diehard and he's so awesome. He represents my sport like nobody's business, and I'm very grateful for that. Rock and Bowl on the weekends, every weekend. We're so happy to be back open. It's crazy, crazy awesome. Right now for September, we have it Friday and Saturday nights till 10 o'clock. Last year with the shutdowns and the back opening, the liquor laws were different. We first opened and I can only serve till 9 and then 11 and then 2. This year it's totally different ball game. So September, I'm just going to be opening till 10 Friday and Saturday. And then come October, it'll be like till midnight. Lots of fun with friends, families. You don't have to be of age to come bowl the Rock and Bowl. That's a good thing. So a lot of families come. And they come to have fun. And, you don't realize how much you miss your social time over the last 18 months of COVID until it's taken away from you. And then, you look at, okay, what's available? What can I do now? And my door is always open. I just love seeing the people back the last 6 weeks. It's very heartwarming.
One of my pastimes, my boys, you've seen us in there multiple times, Nat. Yeah. They absolutely love bowling there, and again, that's my excuse to use the I call it the cheating ramp for us adults. But the good old ramp comes out when my boys are there. But you can't beat a good old couple of hours of playing bowling. And again, what a great pastime. I know COVID's been hell to say the least over the last 18, 19 months for you. But thankfully, I was talking to you. It was one of the previous trivia nights that you sponsored graciously for. Even when you had no money coming in, you're thankful for the government grants that kept the doors open for you. What types of grants helped keep you afloat during the COVID span there?
Well, let me tell you, whatever was available, I applied for it. It's a lot of paperwork. Yeah. Mind you, but the federal government had the wage subsidy, which helps phenomenally. They also had the rent subsidy, which, this being a big space, my rent's not on the cheap side. However, that came through. It'll be a year now, and there's the CEBA grant, which I think it was federal, where the bank gave you 40, and then you have to pay back 30 type thing. And then the Ontario government came in with the Ontario Small Business Grant 2 times. So, I mean, everything for me mostly went to rent, but it didn't matter. It kept my doors open for when I could open. We have a business Facebook page where some businesses were, shooting ideas back and forth. And a lot of people don't know that there's many grants out there to apply for. So I've helped actually quite a few of those businesses apply for some. And then also thanks to the Chamber of Commerce, they're really good at helping me send over a new grant application for PPE or anything that would be available for a grant. Chamber of Commerce emails as well. So there's lots out there. You just have to take the time and do the paperwork and apply for it. Very grateful.
I'm always very curious. So, people like myself and Mark, we come there, we bowl, we'll have a beverage, we'll have something great to eat, and everything looks immaculate. But I'm always curious about behind the scenes. There must be so much work that goes into the maintenance of the machines. Everything always looks immaculate because I assume that they have to on a bowling lane. How much time is spent to make sure everything works properly, everything looks sharp, and is up to technical specifications to bowl? That must be a big job.
Well, it's a summer job actually, where I'm very grateful that my dad's a retired millwright, so he's my mechanic. And in the summer, he does the greasing and the checking to make sure that come bowling season time, everything's up to snuff. And then it's just a matter of maintaining it during the winter, and the odd, break of a string or the odd elevator, the ball elevator, the chain might break. Everything's fixable within, not long of a period. But so everything is behind the scenes, and when I'm not open, so that's when all the checking gets done. And it's just a few hours a week after to just make sure.
Well, see, Kinsman, you can't be the maintenance guy there. A job you really wanted. It's already
not just me, my little guys. Every time we go there, they always see the ball go by there, the pin splash. How do they set up? I always told them, I said I was going to get in touch with Nat one of these days. I'll take my boys behind the scenes. I think they would want to see that. I think even myself growing up, it was one of the the mysterious things in life. What happens behind when that ball splashes?
It's true. It's actually very simple, and I'll take you up on that. Next time you're with your boys, I'll bring you guys back for a tour.
If you're looking for future maintenance people speaking, if your dad's looking for a little apprentice, my little guys would probably help you out back there. They'd be the ones to throw the balls back, and again. One of the awesome parts of the bowling alley is, always, as I say, you take it for granted. When you say the ball's not coming back fast enough, there's a lot of moving parts back there that get that ball from the pins back into your hand, into the little, the ball catcher.
We have a question from Ryan. Any chance of an upgraded arcade section?
That's a hard no.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, we used to have lots way back when. It just attracts the wrong kind of crowd. And unfortunately, the kind of crowd that would, take a pair of shoes on their way out or a jacket on their way out. And for the few $100s a month, it's really not worth the headache. So that's a hard no.
Okay. So the arcade, so more focusing on the lane. So I have a question for Al. So say I'm considering getting into bowling, and we asked this about people about golf too, but say I've never bowled before, I may be intimidated. Is bowling a great sport to come and play if you've never played before, even if you want to join a league or say come in and join the league, or should you practice first before you hop in one of these leagues?
I think it's pretty open to everybody, to be honest, as long as you have the right crew to bowl with. So that's why we see a lot of places that it's like places of employment kind of thing, right? You go to your job, you go to a couple buddies or a couple friends at work kind of thing, and you get together, you put a team in. And a lot of the people that bowl in leagues, even if they've been bowling for 30, 40, 50 years, whatever, we want the sport to grow. We want more participation, right? So we're not going to tell, everybody here is so friendly, they're so inviting. Obviously, Nat makes you feel like family. The staff makes you feel like family. And there's obviously certain things as a new bowler that might be intimidating, but we'll teach you kind of thing, like common lane courtesy and stuff like that. Don't go while the other person bowls. A lot of new bowlers off the street might not understand that, where the experienced bowler might get irritated by that. But here, there's in a league setting, they're very understanding, right? And we'll just teach them. We had a bunch. I used to run a Friday night league, whatever. We had a bunch of guys that used to play soccer, baseball together, something like that. They put in a bunch of teams. They had no idea what they were doing, but they came in and now they're on their second or third year bowling with us, and they really enjoy themselves. It's a night out with the guys, whatever. They come here, have a few pops on a Friday night, and you know what? Now they look forward to it. They message me on a weekly basis sometimes and say, "Hey, are we still on for tonight?" and stuff like that, and they're really excited. But no, for anybody off the street that wants to bowl, obviously it's just a matter of you obviously want to bowl with people that makes it more comfortable, obviously. But sometimes we do have teams that are looking to fill in spots. So even if you don't have, a team to put in, but you want to join a specific league on a specific night, give your name to Nat or the staff at Midtown Bowl, and then they'll try to slot you in somewhere. Even if it's not on a full-time basis, if you're working shift work and you can only make it every other week, or you're working up in detour, so you're 2 in, 2 out, whatever, so you can only work, or you can only bowl twice a month. You know what? Some teams are looking for stuff like that, right? To fill in their team kind of thing. So, and sometimes you can get into a rotation as well, right? Where, you got 6 guys, but only 5 guys bowl every week. One guy sits out all the time, or they come in and a spare and they're the cheerleader for the team kind of thing while they're having drinks or something like that, right? So there's nothing wrong with that either. So yeah, it's not intimidating. It's not this is not if you might watch the PBA bowling of the world kind of thing where there's crowds and there's cheering and whatever, it's at the end of the day, a league night is just like any other night, except to me, my league nights when I used to bowl a lot of league, it was my time away from my kids, right? It was me and the girlfriend go out and we bowl. I'd leave the kids at home, get a sitter. It's our night out on a Wednesday night or on a Thursday night or on a whatever night kind of thing, right? So and then like Nat mentioned earlier, 18 months of being locked down and not having that social aspect in your life, it's huge. It's huge. And it's and the bowling alleys, they're following proper COVID protocol here. You can only bowl on every other lane. There's hand sanitizer at every lanes. They clean the lanes in between every group that go there. So it's very safe. Obviously, with the new restrictions kind of coming in, or the requirement for the vaccine passport on the 22nd or whatnot, that's a different ballgame, but it's safe, right? It's a safe environment. Nat and her family, she's got a family to protect, and it's her income, so she's going to make darn sure that her establishment is clean and available for everybody, right? So she does a great job.
And that lines us into the next question, which Al, you answered a lot of it, but can you elaborate? Restrictions?
You kind of chopped up.
That.
You chopped up there, Jamie.
Oh, did I? Okay. Yeah. Robin Allen's asking, what protocols do you have in place for the COVID restrictions?
Well, same as any other public place. You must walk in with a mask. The customers are distanced at the counter. With the COVID, once you pay, we give you your shoes. Everybody takes all their personal belongings to them with their lane. We have boot trays, so the outside shoes get on the boot trays. We've got handles under the counters now, so you hang your coats under there, so that there's no social, because there's no social distancing at a coat rack, right? If there's 20 coats, one beside the other, obviously, that's not good. And then once you get to your lane, you can unmask. You don't need your mask to bowl. But if you leave the lane for any reason, whether it's the bathroom, the snack bar, the masks have to go back on. Or if you're sitting at a table eating or drinking, you don't need your mask at that time. We social distance the groups, so no worries there. And when it's time to leave, they exit out the door around the corner from the other one, where the shoe rentals are disposed of in a bag, sort of a big bag basket. And then we have sanitizers like on every other lane. So that's available everywhere. And then between customers, we've always got a third person running around, cleaning every single ball on that lane, the seats, the computer monitor, the back counter. We clean our debit machine after every customer. Like we're pretty vigilant on making sure that when you come, absolutely, your visit should be safe and feel safe from start to finish.
Yeah, and we had just like Jonathan St. Pierre commented earlier on, clean. It's always been a clean place. Pre-COVID, great place to enjoy the music and stress-free for parents. Yeah. It's one of the things I've noticed. Like my daughter's 22 now, and my youngest is 12. But we've spent years at the bowling alley and going to have fun, and we've never had a bad time going bowling. We had fun. We ate well. We drank well. We were always treated well. So bowling's always a win-win situation. And Jonathan's right. It's always clean. It's always professional. They're always welcoming. And to me, it's always a must-do. Especially family, friends, like even Al mentioned, the guys and gals after work. It's a great opportunity to do some bonding with the people that you work with. There's just so many things you can do with bowling. It's such a fun sport.
That's right. And when, Al mentioned, come in for a couple of drinks, a lot of people don't realize you can go for a few drinks. You can go for some, as they call it, pub grub, pub food, finger foods, and have a meal before you, take to the alley and kind of make it a night out. I know a few weeks back, Nat, a bunch of ladies, or at least the ladies on my Facebook page were, expressing that they were going to be at your place and having dinner, drinks, and, showing some support to you. I think Sonia Beeman from Lemongrass was one of them, and a whole other bunch of her friends, and everybody showing their, love to you in Midtown Bowl, obviously during these tough times. It's great to see that you can go for a couple drinks and a quick bite to eat, and then, hit the alley.
Absolutely. It was Sonia, actually from Lemongrass, that spearheaded the Let's Have a Night Out. I love her store. Just ask my husband, because my house is full of it. And, they become good friends. And, that night there was 29 extra people that were there because she was trying to support, and even a few people that could not show up gave as well. So it's always so appreciative.
That's awesome. And a lot of comments coming in, Mark, of people that have a lot of passion and love for bowling. I always wonder when I watch professional bowling, maybe Al can answer this, and that they're holding up, I probably have the wrong grip, but they always look like they're talking to the ball before the throw. Is this a bowling thing?
It's a psyche thing, I think.
It always looks like they're looking at it. They're like, ball right down the middle, pal. Or like, does that happen?
I run a bowling tournament every year, and there's probably a few characters that I would like to have like a mic'd up section or segment on, kind of thing, like set them up with a mic and just see what goes on through their head, because you're not wrong. It's like Mark said, it's probably more of a psyche thing. Probably trying to either pump themselves up or to remind them by talking to either, talking about their mechanics or things, slow it down, or, trying to pump themselves up or something like that. Right. The actual talking to the ball itself, probably not really happening kind of thing. It's probably more or less a self-motivation talk that they're having when they're on the lanes. I
think that works in all sports, exactly. Bowling, golf. It's always something else's fault other than the person holding the ball right at the time. Say, okay, ball, you better go straight down the alley. Well, then, you got to hold it properly, right? It's a game of inches. And I think if that's what makes it fun, right? You're not going to have the same shot every single time unless you bowl a perfect game, which rarely happens. But I'm sure you do get the odd, it's always that motivator to get you back. They always say there's one shot that'll get you back. And for some, if you're out there with your family, it's, getting a turkey for the first time, or that's, three strikes in a row, right? The excitement always keeps you coming back.
Speaking of, Al got a perfect game last year, first time ever.
No kidding.
Yeah, he did.
What? Not as hard it is to believe, it was actually 2 years ago.
Oh my God, 2 years, right? Pre-COVID.
COVID,
right.
Exactly. Right before, September of 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it true that it's more rare for a perfect game in 5-pin than it is a perfect game in 10-pin?
By far, yeah.
By far. So that
in Canada last, or in 2019, I think the year I had my perfect game, I think there was about 7 across the country all year. Mm-hmm. If you look at a professional bowlers tour in 10-pin bowling, odds are you'll probably get a dozen perfect games like in a weekend kind of thing, right? It's a lot more common. Bigger balls, different pins. There's a whole different things, but obviously 5-pin, with only having 5 pins and the smaller balls, it's a lot more of a precise accuracy game than 10-pin. 10-pin, you can get away with a lot of different things. Not taking away from their talent. They're great bowlers and stuff like that, but it's a totally different game.
We've had a couple comments similar to Lori's, Nat, and they're asking if there's anything going to be going on specific for Halloween at the bowling alley.
I used to a while back, and then it kind of died off. And now with COVID, not particularly. I'm still leery about having a lot of social, like too many people. We decorate. I mean, it doesn't matter what holiday it is, I decorate for in here. But not a particular night where it's promoted. Not during COVID, anyways.
And I'm originally from Thunder Bay, go back there often, and I know a lot of folks. Mark Broomfield, a friend of mine, and I know you know Mark, but a lot of folks that bowl in Thunder Bay, both 10 and 5. So when the Thunder Bay group comes here, does Timmins whip their butt, or who has the advantage? I really want to know.
Thunder Bay is our like Achilles heel, or our arch nemesis, I guess you could say.
Okay.
Everybody on the lanes, competition wise, we all hate Thunder Bay, but off the lanes, we're all friends, right? We're all friends,
Strong rivalry, right? If there was no rivalry, there would be no sport, right? You need the rivalry. And obviously, yes, some get heated, but at the end of the game, win or lose, you're like, okay, well, we'll kick their butt next time, or vice versa, right?
The only reason why we hate them is because they're better than us. And they are better.
Bowlers.
They are better. They have a great, I don't know what it is. They have something in the water or whatnot. But
no, I can tell you, Al. You remember back in the day, they had a bowling school every summer. They had somebody that from Manitoba that they didn't have to pay for, and they had a bowling school literally once a week for every summer for 15 years that we didn't have access to, because
they've developed They've developed a lot of young talent, and they've been taken to the cleaners for the last 7 or 8 years at least. So my goal this year is to try to dethrone them. So we'll see what happens. But just friendly rivalries. Obviously, on the lanes, we're all competitors, just like any other sport, right? But off the lanes, or off the golf course or whatever, you're all friends, right? You're all hanging out. So
yeah. You need rivalry with all sports. So if folks want to, for the folks that don't know, first of all, let's start with the leagues. If the folks want more information on how to get involved in the league, the times of the league, the age ranges, where would be the best place to go?
Best place would be to give us a call, 705-267-3500. I have a Facebook page that one of my staff, Jessica, runs for me as well. You can message there or come right up to the business at the counter. Best bet is, are you interested in mixed ladies or a men's-ish triple team? And what night works best for you? So, first thing that we're going to ask you, what night works best for you? And, what are you interested in? And then we try to match you up.
That's awesome. And then Al, like you mentioned, there is a lot of exciting things, starting now in the fall and moving forward into next year. That it's going to make it a real fun place to be at.
It is.
Yeah, for sure. And I just wanted to put some spotlight a bit on the competitive side of things, because we do have a couple local athletes, bowlers, that are taking part in some events that'll kind of be recorded and streamed, or that are being streamed/recorded, and then there's video productions that'll be released basically across the country. So the first one would be, it's called the 5-Pin Universe 8 Gamer. So we had a qualifying event in December. You had to bowl 8 games, and the top 24 bowlers across the country would qualify and go into a head-to-head kind of match play bracket. So we had a local competitor, Jess Levine, qualify in 3rd place. There was over 200 entries from coast to coast in this event, and she qualified in 3rd place. She averaged nearly 300 per game for her 8-game set for the qualifying score. So she actually had her first round match recorded today live from the bowling alley. So the episode and the results of the show should be released within the next couple weeks. So if anybody wants to check that out and see if she advances and moves forward into this competition, she bowled a gentleman, Marcus Borkowski, out of British Columbia today. So he was bowling in BC, and then she was bowling here. We had the live stream. We actually used StreamYard that you're using here as well. So it was a pretty cool thing. So yeah, I just wanted to let everybody know to follow that. If you guys go on Facebook and follow 5-Pin Universe, it's basically just a group of guys trying to bring awareness to the sport of 5-pin bowling.
Nice.
Yeah. So Jess Living bowled in that today, and then starting in October, we also got 6. So far, I think we have 6 local athletes. There's myself. There's Jess, that's part of her team. There's her mother, Joanne Sivigny. There's another bowler, Daryl Gauthier, Samuel Nabob, and Daryl Gauthier. Who else did I miss? I don't even. Sorry, I should have wrote this down. Sean Nugent, Sam, myself, Daryl, and Danielle Bertrand. Sorry, Danielle. So Danielle is part of the team. So 6 of us are on a team, and it's called the 5-Pin Universe Pro League. So basically, it's a pro league, also run by 5-Pin Universe, and it's a league of 12 teams, and there's teams from all over the country, from BC, Alberta, Northern Ontario, and I believe those are the 4 provinces, because this was all planned during COVID. So Manitoba had some restrictions at the time. Southern Ontario was more restricted at the time. Quebec was more restricted. So they didn't have any teams from there, but there's a total of 12 teams involved, and we all ponied up $1,000 per team, and we'll be basically playing a league format. So we'll be playing, as a team, 5 against 5 against other provinces. So it's a pretty interesting format. It's starting up in October, like I said. So it'll be something that the following, if they want to follow us and support us, you can follow the schedule and see when we're playing and see all these shows that'll be produced by the 5-Pin Universe, which is pretty cool. And just to show off something real quick here is that we actually have some shirts made up from a team, and our team name is called the Timmins Mighty Plucks. So I don't know if you can see these shirts.
Mighty Plucks.
The Mighty Plucks.
Yeah.
Clever. Very clever. I like that. I like that.
And I don't know if you guys are familiar with 5-pin bowling terms and on, but basically when you call it a pluck, it means when you get the head pin on its own. So you get the head pin, we call that a pluck. So we're called the Timmins Mighty Plucks, and that's a duck biting a head pin for us.
All right. I think I call the head pin hit a little bit differently when I'm playing. Obviously, with my kids there, it's more G-rated. But if I'm hitting the head pin, some words start flying out of the mouth.
Exactly. And this
Similar
this is the back of our shirts, and obviously without even asking, when we brought up the concept of the 5-Pin Pro League, and I approached Nat and asked her if it was okay if we put in a team, because obviously we have to use our bowling alley, and of course she never second guessed it. She said, yeah, absolutely. And then we mentioned shirts, and I was talking in our group chat, and I was telling the group members, about the cost of the shirts and stuff like that. And Nat just chimed in out of nowhere, and it was like, I'll cover the shirts for you guys. So this shows again, how big of a heart she has to, support us and, just make us look good and make the bowling alley look good for not only for us in Timmins, but we'll be acknowledged across the country once this platform and once this league gets started. So it's really awesome, and we thank you, Nat, again for sponsoring those shirts for us, and obviously allowing us to use your bowling alley while we take part in this league.
I can't wait.
Yeah. And last but not least, I got one more tournament. Every year I run arguably the biggest tournament in Ontario. It's called the Timmins Invitational. The trophy's right behind me here. So it's a Timmins Invitational. It's been running for about 33 years now. It's every year on Family Day weekend. Obviously last year we didn't have it due to COVID, but we have a great turnout every year. We bring in bowlers from Northern Ontario, from Southern Ontario, from Quebec, from Alberta, from PEI. We've had bowlers from all over the country come to this tournament. And it's basically a big cash tournament. The last year we ran it, we gave out over $25,000 in prize money. And we attract some of the best bowlers in Canada that come up here. So it's really unbelievable. So, obviously through COVID, we know a lot of businesses are struggling and stuff like that. So it's just nice to be able to bring all these people in to hopefully give back to the community as well, especially the hospitality business that's been hit so hard. So if we can bring in 80 to 100 people into town, staying at our local hotels, staying at the establishments to drink, to eat, to go shopping in the malls, shopping downtown, whatever, and spend the weekend here in Timmins, it's huge. So we're looking forward to having it in February. Obviously, knock on wood that all these COVID stuff stays kind of status quo and kind of opens up. So it's a huge tournament we run every year. We're really looking forward to it. And we just wanted to put some shout. If you can follow us on Facebook as well. We have a Facebook page called Timmins Invitational, or the 2022 Timmins Invitational. So give us a look us up, like the group. It always helps to go look for future advertisers and stuff like that to make your group get bigger and bigger. So we appreciate the support, and we look forward to hosting these tournaments for not only the bowling alley, but for the city of Timmins as well.
And while you're speaking, Al, they have something awesome going on behind the scenes in the comment section I was following too. So Benji's asking Martin Peel from Pads K9, let's draw 2 kits from Epicure for Mona Gauthier to support Sierra. So there's
nice.
there's a fundraiser for Sierra, and he's asking people to post I love bowling in your number between 1 and 20. So that's been happening behind the scenes and while
That's
you're
awesome.
both speaking. So Benji and Martin asked for people to post I love bowling and a number between 1 and 20, and they're going to give away 2 packs of draw kits of from Mona Gauthier from Epicure. Am I saying your last name right,
Gauthier.
Kinsman? Gauthier from Epicure.
Gauthier. Yes.
I knew I was butchering that, but so that's what's been going behind the scenes, and people have been commenting on that, and just so much love for the bowling alley tonight and everything it does for the community and bringing people together. It's a really awesome part of Timmins, and we all, I would say if you haven't been in there a while, go in and support them, and let's make sure it thrives and stays here for many years.
That's right.
Are we wrapping up the bowling thing? Because I'd like to do one last thing before we're done, if that's okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's fine. Al, you've got the floor. We could be here for hours, Al. There's no time frame with us.
So
No
obviously, like I mentioned, we're doing the 5-Pin Pro League, and so I reached out to her teammates, and obviously with Nat sponsoring us, so she doesn't know this yet, but we were supposed to do this side by side, so it'll be a little bit more dramatic. But Nat, we got you your very own Mighty Pluck shirt.
No way.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
So you can be part of their
thanks,
team,
guys.
and thank you so much. So that's that's from everybody.
That's awesome.
Everybody on the team, we got you a shirt made. So once I can hear you over there, but once you come out, I'll make sure you get your shirt. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
But that's from their whole gang from our pro league. So thank you for sponsoring us, and then we wanted you to be part of the team. So we knew you had to have a shirt.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is so awesome.
You're welcome.
The Mighty Plucks. I like that name.
The Mighty Plucks. Hopefully we'll be at the top of the standings at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So hopefully everybody will follow us along and cheer us on, and hopefully we'll put on a good show for everybody.
Well, you'll definitely have to come back and tell us, tournament's done, results, come back. We're going to get you back on the show, and you can tell us exactly how it played out. How about that?
Absolutely. I look forward to it. Anytime you want to tell us, or if you guys want to have a little bowling match or whatever, little live stream, little fun little event going on or anything, and you want any help or anything, I'm more than willing to help. And I'm sure Nat will be on board too, because she loves supporting everything.
Yeah.
I think a KINZ and KLOMP rock and bowl.
That's what we're trying to come up with. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's got to happen soon. And I know Kinsman's going to be up there talking to that ball for about 3 minutes in between each check. So these slow, the screen used to say slow bowler, Kinsman. You remember that? That'll be you. Oh, come on, ball. Knock down one, please.
But see, as you're saying, as you're talking to the ball, I could just picture Al when you were bowling that perfect game. That ball's got to feel like a lead weight at some point. Going, oh my God, I don't want to screw up. Like, how do you keep yourself sane during a perfect game scenario?
It was one of those things where I think I had 2 or 3 other opportunities about a year before that. There was one tournament out at West. I was bowling in Regina, and I had the first 10 in a row. And a perfect game at that tournament got you $15,000.
Oh, wow.
So I got the first 10 in a row, but then I got a head pin on my 11th shot and didn't make it there. But that one was like, your heart was racing. This one was more of the one where I got my perfect game was more of a recreational league play thing. So it wasn't, I wasn't playing for $15,000 or anything like that. So it was a little bit more relaxed.
It was an easier perfect game. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it just, the stress on my shoulders wasn't as much as, I got $15,000. I'm bowling in a big cash tournament. I got some of the best bowlers in the country. Like, everybody's watching, people were filming, people were doing everything. I was hanging out with my friends, right? It's my family here at the bowling alley. So there was a lot less stress involved than the previous attempts that I had. So I'm not going to say it's easy. It's never easy. I've been bowling for 31 years and I've done it once. There's some people and there's some people that bowl 50, 60 years and they never do it. And they're some of the best bowlers in Canada. So I'm just lucky. I always said, if when I had to bowl my perfect game, I'm never going to bowl again because I wanted to finish at the top. But can't do it. I just love bowling too much. So
I won't let you.
Yeah, she won't.
There you go. And there you are, Kinsman. We've been challenged by the full beard too.
Well, let's do it. Yeah, full beard over KINZ and KLOMP, and maybe we can work it that we can get a I know your license over at the alley. Maybe we get a few KINZ and KLOMP cans in there for the festivities there, Nat.
For sure. I usually have full beard on tap. Just haven't had the opportunity during COVID because I'm not busy enough for it to stay healthy. But I usually always have full beard on tap here.
So while we're talking, the two winners of the Epicure packs were Ryan and Melissa. A lot of activity happening behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes in our chat there.
Kinsman has the easy job. He just gets to enjoy an awesome conversation, and I got to hammer on 1,000 buttons here. Right, Kinsman?
That's right.
You're bragging a lot today. But you know what? And Nat and Al, thank you so much both for coming on. Of course, we love the bowling alley. We're definitely going to continue. We want to do some awesome things with both of you. And I think a rock and bowl is the next logical thing. We can have some fun with that. And we'll definitely be talking offline about all that. And we're in Kinsman, these full beard guys, I think we take easy.
I think we can take, KINZ and KLOMP will stomp full beard. There's the fighting words right there, boys. Benji and Jonathan will definitely put a good bowling match, and we'll go head to head. I don't know. You can play, I guess the best. It's almost like a best of when you're playing, bowling. Like best ball. When you're golfing, it's best ball. But if there's 2 against 2, if they take the best score of the 2 at the end,
add both scores together, and then whoever has the highest combined score wins.
Yeah,
highest combined score. So there you go.
Great. I want to thank you guys for having us on too. It's very appreciative. And I have to add as well, I've been here 27 years, and all 27 years, I have to say I've had the best staff. I can't do it alone. So I'd shout out to all of my present staff and my past staff as well, which Al used to work for me as well, way back when. So you can never do it alone. It takes a village. Doesn't matter what it is. That's
what they say. And when you say you have the best staff, you know why the staff is hanging out there, Nat? Because of the lady in charge. You've got the reins, and they say when you've got a nice boss to work for you, it's hard to say no or to let go of a position. These people, love coming back and working with you each and every time. And even through COVID, it's nice to see that you've got your staff back. And, they've got your back. You've you've got theirs, and it's a great little network there.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yep. Both awesome people. Well, we'll stay in touch, and thanks again, Nat. Now, really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks guys. Have a good night.
Take care. We'll see you down at the alley.
Sounds good.
Okay. Good night.
All right, there, Kinsman. A lot of activity in the background happening tonight.
Well, that's it. I had no clue that they were doing the Epicure packs for Sierra. Been running the banner coming up at the bottom of our screen at the odd time. The hoodies. If you go to our merch, KINZ and KLOMP Live merch, the Cans of Kensucket hoodies proceeds are going to Sierra Odette that way as well, and of course Sierra's tie to myself, my boy's oldest sister, and she's battling a salivary gland tumor. Was recently diagnosed, and in fact, going to Sudbury tomorrow for an appointment. And they're in the midst of trying to figure out how to get the tumor out through Toronto and sick kids. And again, it's going to be a lot of travel to and from Sudbury for the minor appointments, and then eventually to Toronto, sick kids for the actual surgery. So again, the hoodie proceeds go to lodging, go to gas. And again, behind the scenes tonight, it's nice to see, raising some money for Sierra behind from some amazing guests who have been proud supporters of our show since day one. Martin Peel, again, the guy would give you his shirt off his back if he could, and look at him. He's been spearheading that with the boys from Full Beard. It's great to see.
So Robin, now to get you up to date, I haven't seen all the comments yet, but Robin mentioned, did you see my post? Draw for a 5-pack as well of my homemade greeting cards. So I'm going to see if that's happening. I'm not too sure if Robin's asking us to do that or the behind the scenes giveaway.
Maybe she's doing a draw behind the scenes as well.
Yeah, I will. We'll get Robin to respond on that. Way to go, Coach. Full Beard is the best by far. And thanks to Nat and Al, great information. So something must be happening here, Kinsman. Maybe I missed a comment, but it looks like I just need to know if Robin needs us to draw those off, and there's something happening behind the scenes. So
yeah. So Robin, if you can just comment there, we'll figure that out. But hopefully we can get her winning comment. Find out if there is a winner. Robin, draw the name. You can post it. We'll set it up there. There it is. Benji and Martin.
Yeah, that's right. We got ours. Great product, quick delivery. This is about the merch, Kinsman. If you want to see the product first, we have it on display at Full Beard. There we go. That's
excellent.
Are you the mannequin at Full Beard, Kinsman? Is this what you do at night? You just
no. That's right. Yeah, I moonlight as the Full Beard, the merch guy over there. Oh, but that's the first I've heard of that. It's amazing. Again, Jonathan and Benji. Not only do we have a great partnership, aside from the partnership, we've been great friends for over a decade now. With them being tied with Full Beard, it's one beautiful partnership, and it's great to see that our merch is now in their store for people to see. And again, you go to our Facebook page; it's the top pin post. Just click on the link. It's an online store. You can get your KINZ and KLOMP hoodies, different colors. Now, I know Joanne's waiting for red to come back. Day one, bombarded through the colors, and red sold out. But, if the colors are there, I think about 90% of everything is still in stock, and it gets restocked daily. So hop on in there. And again, the Cancer Can Suck It hoodies for Sierra also on in our merch line. And again, proceeds from that hoodie go to Sierra and her fight for cancer.
Yeah, so that's so if you go to Full Beard, you can see the Cancer Can Suck It hoodies and the KINZ and KLOMP hats. So that's very cool. All right, Kinsman, we got chat about a couple things, and once again, if you want to get in the draw for the Rock and the River Reconnect tickets, all you have to do is make a comment. If you make a comment, we're going to automatically draw someone to win 2 tickets to the Friday night, October the 1st show. First
right
there, Kinsman. All right. So what else do you want to tell me about here? Timmins Rock, right?
Yeah, Timmins Rock. Season ticket holders, just a quick reminder, your tickets are available for pickup at the Timmins Museum, 352 2nd Avenue. You can drop in anytime, see Karen Bachman, 9 to 4. You're asked to bring one piece of ID and pick up your tickets. And the Rock, in fact, coming off a 2-1 win in preseason. I was there as the PA guy. First time since since COVID rang its ugly head. It was nice to get back in there to get a little bit of normalcy. Smell of the ice. It was amazing to get back and see some of the Rock action. And again, they took Hearst 2-1 on Friday. They're actually playing Hearst tonight to wrap up their preseason, and then they've got their home opener is going to be on Friday, the 17th. They're going to take on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, and tickets available. Yes, fans are allowed back in the stands for this one. TimminsRock.com. You can pick up your tickets.
Do your voice. Ladies and gentlemen,
Ladies and gentlemen, can you please stand and rise for the national anthem?
No wonder why I have a squeaky voice. My voice is normally squeaky, but it's extra squeaky next to yours, Kinsman. The NGA big tournament coming up here at the
this week. Yeah, all the big wigs from Golf Canada going to be in Timmins, and the organizers are all going to be, feasting their eyes on the Hollinger Golf Club. Timmins will be put on the map. Golf Canada, out of the entire nation, little old Timmins will be putting on the next gen Fall Series East Championships. And again, this week, they're looking for you to be a part of it. Volunteers, if you're looking to get some great volunteer hours, again, this is a lot of fun, by the way. If you're looking for some fun walking scores, if you're watching the PGA Tour, the sign carriers, you get to walk within the groups. Registration team people are looking for player transportation if you want to help them get to and from the course to their hotel stay. On-course team management as well, and caddies. How cool would it be to caddy for a player who's probably going to shoot mid-60s to maybe a very low 60? Owen Rigg, the tournament chair, Jamie, says and predicts that the course record at the Hollinger will be broken this week. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, good golfers, Kinsman. Real good golfers, great entertainment. But this is something more in our competitive nature. That's something we can compete in. The Smile Cookies are here. Is this starting tomorrow? Because I may wake up a little bit early and get a batch.
And
This
get a
is our
batch.
type of tournament.
It's back, yeah. This week is the week where 100% of your coffee, your cookie proceeds. So when you're getting your coffee tomorrow and all this week, pick up a box, a dozen. Treat the folks at the office with the cookies and the Smile Cookies. Yes, we'll go back to the DARE program and go toward the programs that Rick Lemieux is. He's the one that shines with the DARE. Again, I've said this for many years. When you think of the DARE program and you think of the Smile Cookie in this city, you think Rick Lemieux. And again, this is the perfect time. I think it was at Sheila at the start of the show. There, she says, "I was looking thin. I'm fasting for the cookies this week. I'm gonna put it all on starting tomorrow."
Yes, Kinsman. That's
right.
You're a smart man. You weren't like me eating pizza, watching the Jays and the Bills game. I was watching baseball and NFL today. So,
well, speaking of the Jays, what 22-7 is that? That's got to be a record score, is it not? In MLB, is that 31. A normal score?
31 is.
31 was the highest score.
Yeah, but the Jays are cooking, my friend. The bandwagons are going to get full now because the Jays are hot. We'll get Gary Bell. He's been sticking around. So he sticks with all these Toronto teams, sink or swim. Okay, what else did you want to chat about here? The Timmins Minicon. So we know that. Now this, if you go to the Timmins Minicon on the October 30th and 31st, there's no tickets in advance. There's tickets at the door. And they're going to have a bunch of different vendors, creative people in the community that are doing a bunch of awesome things. So they're having a mini con because of everything that's going on with COVID, of course. And they're getting prepared for their massive Timmins Con, which is happening in April.
April 9th and 10th.
Optimus Prime will be here. But first, it's a Timmins mini con. It's going to be awesome. You can get dressed up. You bring the kids there. You're going to be able to do trick or treating. It's a lot of fun. You're going to go to all these different cool booths. Me and you will be there. We're going to be in costume, of course. And
me donning my Superman. You're still making fun of the Superman costume. I'm going to wear a Superman costume, and I'll show you how I can do the cosplay with Superman. You're thinking I can't pull off a dad bod Superman? Come on now.
Yeah. That is
right.
No, you don't have to know. I love you, pal. But if you tell me you look like Superbad, okay, whatever you. I support you, my friend.
You support. That's right.
I support your dreams and ambitions
and aspirations. That's right.
Lori's going to get her cookie tomorrow. Yes, we will definitely 1,000% be there for the cookies.
Yeah, my little guy. It's funny. My little guys, when we're driving to the Tim Hortons, they obviously have had the Smile Cookie, icon up there for forever, and showcasing that it's going to be tomorrow. My little guys always say, "Is it time for the cookies, Papa? Is it time for the cookies?" So they know what's going on. So definitely this week will be a lot of cookie treats for my two little ones. And this is where you can pull the parent card out. This is where being a parent is. Okay, you got to be good. If I get a notification from daycare, your kindergarten teacher boys, we're going to have some issues. No cookies, right? You can pull the cookie card this week and bribe them into to being half decent human beings. That they're educators when they're in the educators' hands.
Ryan says, "Can I donate $10 to help you guys hand some out?" Are you talking about the cookies?
He's talking about the cookies,
right? So if you do donate $10, we'll make sure that it gets to the right organization. That'd be through Rick Lemieux and Dare Timmins, right?
Yeah. Well, $10. Yeah. So let's say we spent $10 on behalf of Ryan. We'd the Dare program gets it 100%. If you want us to dish out the cookies, Ryan, on your behalf, we'll definitely do that. So hook us up after the show.
Are you coming down to Porcupine, or are you making me trek all the way to Timmins first thing in the morning?
What are you talking about? I drive to Porcupine so many times to haul your lazy behind around once in a while, right? I still don't trust your driving. We've been doing this 9 months, moving on to 10 months. It's going to be it's going to be one of those days where I'll let you do the driving.
Superman.
I trust myself driving over yours.
Superman, tight and all, Amber. We have to support Kinsman's dream. He's my friend.
That's right.
Do you know that Lynn Tremblay Walker, she moved?
She is now gone. I do.
Yeah, we're gonna miss her.
I just want to say she moved to Kingston. I want to say Kingston, Brockville area. I think she's over that way.
A retired Superman.
I can be a retired dad bod Superman. There we go.
Superman. Oh, these comments are too much for me. I won't be able to
Superman in a Speedo. No.
Yeah. But anyways, thank you so much, Ryan. I got tears in my eyes right now, Kinsman. Okay.
So he's gonna message. Ryan says he'll message me, and we'll figure out the cookies, and we'll definitely kick it off. The campaign obviously starts tomorrow, so if we want to kick it off,
you ready? Are you ready? Are we ready to give away these Rock on the River tickets?
I think we are, but before we do, let's thank our amazing sponsors again for helping us out tonight. Timmins RV, Pads, Canine Protection, and Detection Services. Casada Burritos and Tacos. We want to say a big thanks to the Surge, Kim Donovan and staff. They've taken us under their wing for the entire year. A year. We're going to be doing the variety shows. Again, the 90s party, which we'll talk about briefly in a few minutes. Coming up on Saturday. And a big thanks to Link North and Pitch, where we're going to be the hosts of, it's basically going to be like the Lion's Den, Dragon's Den.
Yeah, Dragon's Den. So, oh my God, does Dad Bod Superman do private parties? Because if you show up tomorrow at my house in the morning with Superman Speedos and that's it, I'm like, okay, pal, like you've taken this friendship too far. Here.
That's it.
Okay. So all you have to do is comment on the show tonight. Everyone that comments is in. We're going to pull up the tool, so we'll give everyone a second to get any last minute comments in if you want to comment. And we have 16 tickets to give away, Kinsman. So
16. It's amazing. We have eight sets for the Friday night and 8 for the Saturday. And again, it's going to be a lot of fun. We do have tickets to give away, a part of our Back to the 90s party on Saturday. If you're headed to the Surge, if you're not, what are you waiting for? That's going to be a great night. All the red carpet affair with Phil Reg Photography. We've got Luke Shalafu from Midnight Express bringing the video screen, so all your 90s videos are going to be playing throughout the night, and prizes for best costume for the 90s. For couples and individuals. And again, someone's going to win the door prize. We're giving away four tickets to Rock on the River on Saturday night. So again, $10 to get yourself in at the Surge. Get yourself a ticket. Drop by Kim Donovan, and you just might walk away with a couple $100 to go watch some great acts at Rock on the River.
Yes, Kinsman. So that's it. So we're gonna be giving away 2 on Sundays, 2 every Sundays for this Sunday plus 2 more.
That's right.
4 at the Surge for a door prize, and we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna have a scavenger hunt to give away some tickets. We're gonna be doing a lot of fun stuff leading up between now and the concert. So we have a lot more if you don't win tonight. So you ready, pal? Can I hit the button?
If you hit the button, so here it is. If you've commented once. All the comments that are in there, if you're in there at least once, even with a simple hello, you have a chance to win Rock on the River tickets. And I can't wait to see this. This is suspenseful, isn't it?
All right, here you go, pal.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Who's going to Rock on the River night 1? Got the Arkells, July Talk, the Beaches, and Paul Sherry. Sherry Tremblay is going. Congratulations, Sherry.
Yes.
She's going to go to the show the Friday night, October 1st show. Again, July Talk, the Beaches, Paul Saballs, all the opening acts. And how about the headliner for the Friday night? The Arkells are going to be here. And Sherry, you are going to be there. We'll get in touch with Sherry and get her hooked up with her digital tickets. And again, big thanks to Timmins Festival and Events Committee, TFEC, Norm and the crew for putting this concert on. It's probably been sleepless nights. Probably still is going to be sleepless nights leading up to the October 1st weekend. But wow, what a way to start and to end the weekend with a couple passes for Sherry Tremblay tonight. Congratulations, Sherry.
Yeah, there she is. So
there she is.
we'll reach out to Sherry after the show, and like I said, 2 more chances. No, you can win 4 tickets this Saturday.
Yeah.
We're giving away 4 at the Surge for the 90s event, and next Sunday we're giving away 2 on the show. So we got lots of chances to win. So we'll reach out to Sherry separately, and yeah, thanks, man. It was a real fun show tonight there, Kinsman. And so tonight was the most I've laughed at comments. Usually I could keep it together, but
Superman in tights. Yeah, me in tights do not mix.
It's just these comments tonight are amazing, my friend. But our friends from the bowling alley, Nat, now they're awesome people.
Awesome people, and he's got the bragging rights right there. I've never even come close to 4 strikes in a row, let alone all strikes in a row. That's a title that no one can ever take from him. A perfect game in 5-pin bowling. That's quite the feat there. So yes, Al, he can definitely bowl. When I see him in there, I'm always wondering if he can bowl. Now I know.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely bowl.
Yeah, I think he can definitely bowl, my friend. Okay, all right.
Now, but one note before we go, do we say tickets? I just got a message on my personal messenger asking where do you get the tickets for the Back to the 90s party? Go to the Surge.
Yes.
Ask for Kim Donovan or her staff, and the tickets are there. $10. And again, she's got the seating plan out. If you can go by yourself, or you can bring a whole bunch and secure one of the tables. That's how you get them. And again, $10 gets you in. And the grand prize there, Jamie, we're going to have another multiple winner night, just like Sherry Tremblay tonight. 2 times 2 to win Rock on the River tickets on Saturday night, just by going. So when you buy your ticket, your $10, you're going to come into the Surge Saturday night, sign your name on the back of the ticket, put them into a drum that we'll have there. And again, anybody in attendance for the Back to the 90s party will have a chance to win those tickets to Rock on the River. So there, I think I cleared that up there.
Okay, solemn promise you're not showing up in a Superman outfit at my house tomorrow. You promise?
No, I promise. Maybe Clark Kent though. Maybe Clark Kent. No. But I still say for Halloween, you're Lex Luthor.
Yeah, of course.
Right?
All right, pal.
All right, bud. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, stick to that.
Good night, buddy.